Here we have a set math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle with a height of 30 meters. What is the perimeter of triangle ABC in meters? Okay, let me draw the equilateral triangle ABC. Here we have equilateral triangle ABC. Since it's an equilateral triangle, the length of each side is same. Let's assume K is the length of each side. K over here, K over here, and K over here. Okay, when we know the length of each side of an equilateral triangle, there is a formula to get the perimeter of the triangle. There is 3 times K. That is 3 times the length of each side. Here our aim is to get the value of K. Once we get the value of K, it can be multiplied by 3 to get the perimeter of the triangle ABC. Okay, now let me draw the height for this triangle ABC from the vertex A to the side BC. Okay, here the red color line segment I have drawn is the height, or it can also be called as altitude. Since this is altitude of this triangle, this altitude will intersect the side BC at right angle. So here we have right angle, and let's consider the point D over here. And whenever we draw altitude for an equilateral triangle, the altitude will bisect this side BC. That is, it will divide the length of the side BC into two equal parts. Already we know that K is the length of the side BC. So then the length of BC will be half of this length. That is K over 2. And here we have K over 2. Okay, we know that the height of the triangle is 30 meters. That is the length of this AD is 30. Okay, let me mark it. In an equilateral triangle, the measure of each interior angle is 60 degrees. That is, here we have 60 degrees, and here we have 60 degrees, and here we have 60 degrees. So that these three interior angles will add up to 180 degrees. It satisfies the angle sum property of a triangle. And also, the altitude I have drawn over here will bisect this interior angle. That is, it will divide this interior angle 60 degrees into two equal parts. So that is 30 degrees over here, and here we have 30 degrees. Now let's consider the right triangle ACD over here. It is a special right triangle. That is 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. In a 30, 60, 90 special right triangle, the side which is opposite to the smallest interior angle, that is 30 degrees, will be considered as the shortest leg. So that is this leg, CD is the shortest leg of this triangle, and usually we assume X as the length of the shortest leg of 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. So we can consider the length of CD as X. And the next longer leg is the side which is opposite to the interior angle 60 degrees. So AD is the side which is opposite to this 60 degree interior angle measure. Now to get the length of this leg, we have to multiply the length of the shortest leg X by square root of 3. That is, the length of AD is X times square root of 3. And AC is hypotenuse because it is opposite to the right angle. Now to get the length of this hypotenuse AC, we have to multiply the length of the shortest leg, that is X by 2, that is 2X. So 2X is the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, here once we get the value of X, it can be multiplied by 2. So that's the value of K. Okay, now let's consider the length of the side AD of this triangle. So that is X times square root of 3, but already we have the length, that is 30. So this X times square root of 3 and 30, both of them represent the same stuff, that is the length of this leg AD. So we can equate X times square root of 3 and 30. Now let's solve for X in this equation. Let's divide both sides of this equation by square root of 3. Then the square root of 3 will cancel out. And also here, to rationalize the denominator, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by square root of 3. Then we get X equals to 30 times square root of 3 is 30 square root of 3. And here in denominator, square root of 3 times square root of 3 is just 3. 3 goes into 3 1 times, and 3 goes into 30 10 times. X equals to 10 times square root of 3. And we got that 2X as the length of the side AC. And already we know that this K represents the length of the side AC. So this K and 2X, both of them represent the same stuff, that is the length of AC. So we have K equals to 2X. Okay, K equals to 2 times, the value of X is 10 times square root of 3. That is 2 times 10 times square root of 3. Okay, we get K equals to 2 times 10 times square root of 3 is 20 square root of 3. We know that K is the length of each side of the given equilateral triangle ABC. Then the perimeter of the triangle is equals to 3 times the length of each side of the equilateral triangle, that is K. And here 3 times the value of K is 20 square root of 3. Let's plug in this value for K over here. 3 times 20 square root of 3. And 3 times 20 square root of 3 is 60 square root of 3. So therefore, the perimeter of the given equilateral triangle ABC is 60 times square root of 3 meters. and we find this 60 times square root of 3 in answer choice A. The correct answer choice for this question is A.